Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to a special Stellaris video highlighting the new Toxoids DLC for Stellaris. This is a sponsored video. Thank you very much to Paradox for sponsoring this, and you can check out the information down in doobly-doo for more info on the Toxoids DLC, as well as where you can pick it up. This expansion adds another race type, the Toxoids, as well as a number of different sort of origins and civics and mechanics and things like that we'll be looking at in just a moment. The inspiration for this particular run comes way back from my childhood, from when I was a wee little Quill 10, Quill 11, somewhere around there, and there was a cartoon I loved called the Smoggies, and it has a banger of a theme song. I'm gonna say, I don't mind actually if you pause this video for a moment and look up on the YubTubs the Smoggies theme song. You will agree that is an excellent theme song. I love this cartoon. It was actually a joint project made by I don't know, I guess a production house or something, I don't know what you would call it, in both France and Canada. It did air in the US on HBO a few years later, but yeah, in 89 and 90 it aired in Canada, I mean, presumably in France as well, although I just watched it in English, and I liked it. And it had these little species of sun tots that lived in harmony on this nice little island, this maybe would call it a Gaian kind of island, and then there were the Smoggies, who were just interested in exploiting all those natural resources. And we are in fact playing as the Smoggies. Let me give you a little tour of our situation here. I like if you check out the three Smoggies characters from that. This guy here, even though he's in a fish tank, reminds me of one of them a little bit. We are the Smoggy group, that's all we're called. We are militarists here because we're willing to take what we need to by force. We're ultimate materialists, of course. We have a mining guild, which actually I just added because we got the +1 civic. We are masterful crafters, which is going to help us produce more goods. And most importantly, we have a new civic here, Relentless Industrialist. Now, I did actually consider running this as a megacorp, and in fact, Relentless Industrialist is available as a megacorp as well as just a conventional empire, but I decided to just run this as democracy instead, or sorry, not a democracy, a dictatorship. The Relentless Industrialists are really interesting because they let you build these coordinated fulfillment centers, and we're going to take a look at one of those on one of our planets in just a moment. In addition to that, we should look at our actual species. I've got a few in here because we may have taken over some terrain, but my Smoggy species over here, ocean world preference will again make sense if you watch the cartoon. We are ingenious and natural engineers. We are noxious. Now, what's neat about this is it lowers the habitability cap by 30%, but increases the minimum habitability by 30. It means we can kind of live anywhere, although not necessarily in a wonderful kind of way. And then it also has other side effects. We do bonus army damage, we need more housing, we generate unhappiness around us, which is kind of amazing. We are also, we picked up slow learners, and we're also quite wasteful, which I think is very appropriate. There were a few 90s, like late 80s, early 90s cartoons about environmentalism things. Of course, a lot of people have watched Captain Planet, for example. I can't remember what the villains were called in Captain Planet. I suppose I could have made that a theme as well. So we got a Toxoids here. Let's talk about what especially the Relentless Industrialists do. There is also a new origin in here. It is quite interesting. You can see there's this little situation here, this quest for the toxic god. I'm actually kind of leery about showing that off because I don't want to spoil anything, but there is an origin that starts us off in an interesting situation. It actually starts us off with a habitat on the go and a special class of people. We've got knights and squires and things, and you do different things, and there's a huge quest chain and storylines and lots of options that you can do that radically transform what these special pops do. I don't want to spoil things, but there's a lot of interesting things there. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the mechanic of the Coordinated Fulfillment Center, which unlocks with our Relentless Industrialists here. This gives us a massive boost to metallurgist output, which is responsible for alloys, as well as, well, they're called artificers for me. These are artisan outputs, but artificers for me because I'm masterful artisans. Another 20% boost over there. Those are huge. It does come with a fairly hefty pop growth reduction of 15%. Also, as another slight minor side effect, I mean, it's just a tiny little side effect, it tends to turn planets into tomb worlds. So let's take a look at this beautiful planet here. We've got Coral Island. Again, this is a reference to, that is one of my favorite cartoons here, the Smoggies. Coral Island. It is a Gaian world that I found by itself. Size 24 Gaian world. Isn't it so lovely? Well, I mean, what are we going to do with the Gaian world? Nothing, really. I mean, come on, these things are useless. Everyone knows that. In fact, I think what we really want to do is we want to focus on making it an industrial zone. We're going to build a bunch of industrial districts here. We're going to pump out a huge amount of alloys and consumer goods and trade value and research points. You know, do something useful with this Gaian space, because otherwise, a Gaian planet's just going to waste. And yeah, we may as well build another one of these coordinated fulfillment centers at the same time. And you'll notice that text in red at the bottom. This world will be exploited ruthlessly. Eventually, it will be rendered into a tomb world. So you build one there. I actually just ended up with another one right over here, this landfill site. This wasn't the Gaian world. The Lost Empire that I was researching for was the how do you pronounce it? The bow, these guys, the last bow. I got the relic that turns planets the Gaian worlds, which is kind of funny considering I'm going to be tomifying absolutely everything here. So this planet here actually did get morphed into a Gaian world, but I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I've got another coordinated fulfillment center over here. I've got it flagged in an industrial world. We're going to keep bringing people in. I think, yeah, annexation fever. Oh yes, that's right. Even more rude. This was actually a primitive planet that I annexed. Yeah, I've got my luxuries over here. We're going to try to get as much growth as possible. We're going to get some robots in here as well to pad that in, but we're going to work hard on that. And yeah, we're going to be ruining the galaxy. Well, I mean, we're not thinking about it as ruining it. We're just exploiting it. Even in my votes over here, I'm doing so many things in the galactic community here in the Senate that runs so counter to what I normally do. Because what we're doing is we're downvoting, you know, yeah, Conservation Act, regulated growth, no, that's we don't support any of that. I mean, slavery's still bad, so obviously we're going to go ahead and ban that. That's going to be okay. But yeah, we're supporting anything that allows us to exploit the world as much as possible. Anything that like lowers habitability, yeah, sure, that's fine. We don't care about that. So we're going that way. We did war early on against the Rukara Imperium over here. I'm actually just gearing up for another one. I've got tons of influence that I've been just spending. I've got claims over all that. So I think I'm just getting ready to assemble a troop. You see, we don't have enough. We don't have enough alloys. Clearly have to exploit the planets that much harder. Hey, mining subsidies. That seems like the sort of thing we're going to do for sure. Weather control seems to be on brand here. Let's go ahead and just throw that in. That seems like a good idea. You know, we're just going to keep controlling the environment as aggressively as possible. I'm going to move my war fleet over here in position. Oh, well, I wanted to avoid some of the spoilers for the Knights of the Toxic God Origin, but we did get a pop-up over here. Let's go ahead and read that because it's there. The Order has a mission for thee, Knight Decay. Decay. Aha. The Lord Commander's voice was imperious. Sinopol's last databank has finally given us secrets, and we have retrieved enough data for a speculative model of the Toxic God's trajectory. Thy mission shall have 3 parts. First, thou art to investigate these coordinates. Second, shalt thou test our prototype armor. Finally, some time back, one of thy fellow knights disappeared at the very coordinates now provided by Sinopol. It is your task to discover what transpired there. The Order's prototype neutronium armor was magnificent, a testament to the skill of the artisans. It was both sturdier and lighter than ever before. Its powerful shield generator was adorned with beautiful engravings, but these were mere trivialities compared to its greatest feature. The armor could now provide a direct connection to Sinopol, allowing the AI to provide guidance from anywhere in the galaxy. With this, Decay felt ready for anything. The travel was uneventful, but soon after landing on their target planet, they met a stranger cloaked in red. Who goes there? I'm sure the quest just ends there, nothing to worry about. We do get to choose some different levels of funding as well for our quest for the Toxic God. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should just commit to the generous funding here and see what we can do. We're nearly done. Aha! The Tale of Knight Decay. Plea for help. Oh, it's Abscess Skull. Oh, that's a good name, too. Decay Abscess Skull. Have mercy, my lord! I am not but a peaceful pilgrim in need of aid, persecuted for my belief in the Toxic God, an entity most holy. I find myself hunted by a relentless foe. I beg of thee, protect me and allow me to continue my pilgrimage in peace. Be not hasty, stranger. I have questions for thee. Fear not, noble traveler, for thou art under my protection. My duties are not to thee, stranger. Thy battles are thy own. No, I have questions for thee. Who art thou? I'm known as Malignant, of the Order of the Baneful Glory. I'm a humble pilgrim on the path to spiritual enlightenment. What is thy business here? Wandering the galaxy, I search for worlds that the deity hast visited, and I trieth to fleer out its motives from the putrid glory left in its wake. You know, the people at Paradox had a lot of fun writing this dialogue, didn't they? This world was once teeming with glorious noxious life. At last it is now naught but a blasted rock, sterilized by those who are not fit to see the beauty of the god's legacy. One day, when my pilgrimage is done, I hope to find the god and bask in its mephitic splendor. Who is hunting thee? A blasphemous recusant, a zealot murderer, a guardian left behind by those who destroyed this once beautiful place. It tried to kill me after identifying the relics I bear and their connection to the pestilent one. Hast thou met another knight in my likeness? I did, yes, sorrowful day. They at once agreed to help me, bless their noble soul. At last tragedy struck, for they were slain by my pursuer, and I was left fleeing once again. Well, fear not, noble traveler. Thou art under my protection. We will help the stranger. The tale of Knight Decay, the trickster. O noble knight, if thou art to fight me, please accept this charm. Its holographic field will help blur thy shape. Oh, fight for me, sorry. Will help blur thy shape and make it harder for thine opponent to hit thee. The knight took it, then readied for battle, wielding colossal phase blade. His foe was heavily armored. Shield sparkled, armor was battered, and Decay only narrowly avoided beheading. His opponent somehow knew the Order's fighting style well. A hard hit landed on Decay Abscess Skull's armor, shattering the holographic projector that had concealed his shape. The knight was sent tumbling to the ground. His opponent prepared to strike the final blow, but froze midair, as if surprised. Taking advantage of this moment of confusion, Decay pounced, slicing through the opponent's armor. A killing blow. Oh, wonderful! Splendid! Never have I had such excitement in mine own life! The stranger's cheers were loud and strangely out of character. Decay Abscess Skull turned to look at his defeated opponent. Their armor shimmered, and the holographic skin that had masked their true form was dispelled. In front of Decay lay the remains of a knight of the Order. "Oh nay!" the stranger laughed. "It seemeth that thou hast slain one of thy fellow knights! How unfortunate!" The stranger's mocking words echoed as they disappeared in a cloud of purple smoke. Decay knelt beside his fallen comrade, anguished at having been duped by the stranger's holograms. In a strange unit affixed to their armor, he's discovered something unusual. I guess that's true, probably he discovered something unusual. A databank filled with wondrous secrets about the workings of the toxic seas. Upon my word, the Order's vengeance shall find thee. So we're going to add Envenom Seas to Smogland with the following results. Oh, +1 district. Oh, and gas extractor jobs. Really? So would that be under features then? Yeah, we have a few bonus features on Smogland already, as you may have noticed. We have a blight upon the land for bonus unity and happiness. We have swarms of the deity, which is reducing our max districts by 1. Pools most venomous. Bunch of research. Pestilence Wasteland. There we go. There's max district and more resources. Envenom Sea, +1. This is the one we just got, yeah. Max districts and gas extractor jobs. And then we have just sort of your regular thing that you'll find a lot of these planets here, although maybe we'll end up ruining a few of those. We shall find out. All right. So, the gas extractor... Oh, yeah, right there. Gas extractor jobs. I don't even need a building for it. Well, that's lovely. Okay. It's going to be very handy. All right, some surveying. Oh, encounters. Yeah, that makes sense because I just went and passed through a wormhole. So over in my land over here, I have a wormhole right on the eastern, let's say, fringes of my empire, which led me over here. So we're going to find some new people. And we'll just go and say hi, and that's going to be okay. All right, what's some time now? Good. Plenty of time to do a little bit more. I don't know if we'll actually be able to ruin my... You know what I should do is I should hotkey these. I'm going to hotkey you to 2 and hotkey you to 3. There we go. Ruin my Gaian worlds. I'm not sure exactly how long it'll take to transform these. I can probably change a policy. So I have an industrialism policy I can do over here. We also have our knightly duties that we can run. This has to do with our quest for the toxic god. What do my Knigits do? Right now we have a bonus to survey speed and all. I can probably replace that now. We're past the exploration phase in the game. Knight commanders give us huge defense in our home territory, as well as just general boost to fire rate. I don't think we're going to go diplomatic with courtly knights. I think we'll get knight commanders. That sounds great to me. And then with industrialism, I was running for science. Allows us to terraform planets into tomb worlds, and it reduces the habitability penalties from coordinated fulfillment center. But we can also go full steam ahead. Our industries shall not suffer any constraints. Increased output bonuses from coordinate fulfillment centers. Let's do that. It'll give us some more alloys and maybe ruin the world that much faster. We've got a new vote going on. Is it something else I can take a... Wait, collective waste management. Hang on. Which one is that one? Industrial development. Yeah. We want to keep going down this trend here, because this is the trend of we're going to exploit the planets like crazy. Yeah, unlocks a decision, permits strip mining. Yeah, so we do not want to allow this to be repealed. So we're going to go ahead and oppose that. I do like how they've named these, right? Like, these all sound really good, right? Like building a better tomorrow, collective waste management, Project Cornucopia. Don't they sound like positive and good things? Yeah, these people know how to brand their policies.
A system has been surveyed.
Network relays. Maybe we'll start building some of those. We'll see. Oh, I should get proper shields for my ships. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, this world here can upgrade its primary building. Also, clearly needs a lot more. Oh, this is already a tomb world. That's right. So we got quite lucky in that we conquered a people that actually had tomb world habitability, which is making our life a lot simpler. I mean, we want more industrial districts, but really landfill site and Coral Island are kind of being focused on being industrial districts. Our money's fine now, but energy, especially in the early to mid game, seems to be something you always need more of. So I'm kind of tempted to, I'm going to plop down some more generated districts over here. It'll give us a little bit of housing, a little bit of work, and they're going to keep making some money for us. We will need some extra just building slots in general, which we can get from our city district, because we're clearly going to want to build an energy nexus here. One of the reasons, actually, I think the big reason I end up picking massive crafters here is because every 3 industrial district gives us a building slot. The artificers replacing artisans is pretty good. They're not bad. But I was like, oh, I'm probably going to build a lot of industrial districts, and that way I can get building slots that way. And I think it's worked out pretty well for us. Research on, yeah. I mean, we may as well take habitability boost when we can. You know what? I want to get all the tile blocker tech things as early as possible. I'm a big fan of grabbing all those because they seem like no-brainer. It's something we're going to want at some point regardless. This is the enigmatic cache, yes. Well, that's right. I still have to clear these things too. How's my fleet? You're in position over here. Oh, we can still go and pad you out with some bigger numbers, so let's please do that. And yeah, you are out of housing, but we're building plenty of stuff over here, so you're going to be A-okay.
Research complete.
Research on... There you go, weather control system. A little more housing from city districts. We got partial research on a few categories. I'm using disruptor tech on my shields right now, so I don't really need the coil guns and whatnot. I mean, my mineral output's pretty good, but it feels like I do want to keep going down this. Or, oh, hold on. Habitation modules on our star bases. You know, I'll just get the anti-grav engineering. You know, as usual, all the tech is good, and I do want all the tech, but we can probably wait a scooch. I don't think there's anything for my constructors to do right now. I do have another starbase slot. I might put it around Brunnar, which I just, I think, yeah, we are colonizing this planet right now. I quite like it for the deep space black sites, so around most of my habitated planets, I like to have one. This place over here, unfortunately, we're not really getting the trade through here, which is why I got to do this war. Hello! Alright, and, oh, combat. Oh, my science ship. Oh, hopefully you get out of it. It's not a big deal. I do feel like we're basically done the early expansion. I mean, obviously there's more stuff there. I could send some spies out as well to see what we can see, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to cry too much. I'm just going to try to play fast so that hopefully we can tomb world some more stuff. This is always good. Building slot. I don't know if we need the building slots right now. We don't do colonies right now. I guess I'll do improved production first. Okay. And fleet. Keep reinforcing. Although I think I'm much stronger than these guys. Oh yeah, they're pathetic compared to me. Oh, hello, troop. Yeah. I'm gonna keep spending money for the Unity. All right, let's just declare war on these guys. Actually, I've got a fair amount of influence. Let me just double check my claims over here. Because I've got that. I've got claims on almost all their territory. There you go. I think that might be literally all their territory I have claims over. Sounds great to me. In the year 2306, war were declared. I mean, I could just subjugate you too. But let's go straight out with the conquer. Because, you know, why do anything halfway, right? Okay, I want to take care of this right away because it's annoying that it's kind of in the way. Oh! You know what I need to do? I need to get some armies going on. So what I like to do... Oh, I don't have my robot army tech yet? Okay. Is, yeah, I just like to hit tab. Because armies take a little while to build, I like to set up a big parallel job in as many places as possible. There might be some of these sub-races that actually are better at doing the combat. Although, I guess the Smoggies, because they're toxic, they actually do more damage, right? I think that's one of my racial traits. Well, I know I'm toxic, or what do they call it? I'm noxious. Yeah, plus 50% armor damage. Heck yeah. So that should be a pretty good number. That should be enough to take over any planet right now. Fleets detected. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that's done. Now we want to move over here, please. I'm not going to bother stopping to repair. I don't think we're going to need it. These guys are not going to be very threatening here. All right, first wave of transports is done. I think I probably built way too many transports. But my economy's in pretty good shape right now, so I'm not going to worry too much. We've got unemployed people here, but it's just ruler class people that have to change. Yeah, no auto migration targets. Yeah, they just have to like downgrade, unpromote. Oh, there's probably some people curious about my society management over here. So I went with completely bonkers thing. I went prosperity first because it was on theme. I don't think going prosperity first is the right way to go. You know, what you generally want to do is you want to grab either the science or expansion one ASAP. Ideally, if you can get both quite early, it's quite nice. Hey, quest reward. There you go. Some Knigets came back with insight about the lost god. Great stuff. Do I actually have any, any boutons over here with the relic spending that would be helpful? We could delve into the secrets. We could sell. Yeah, let's not worry about that then. Okay. Oh, you're not building anything. Oh, yeah, again, you don't have any real unemployment. Stop harassing me about that. Oh, shield tech. I mean, that might have been useful before going to war, but we're going to be fine. I will go and get advanced shields, though. That's going to be fine.
Colony established. One more place to live out your pitiful lives.
I do like the Toxoid voice guy. He's great. Let's very quickly, let's build the robot assembly plant first. And then I will also get a gene clinic as well, just so that it's a big planet. Let's grow these numbers as quickly as possible. That's going to be A-okay. All right, fleet. Let's go click to there. I could have clicked directly. I like clicking and then shift clicking different things here because it makes sure the fleet goes to the middle and actually takes them over. Not a big deal there, but I think it'll be useful. Let's grab all these transports. Oh my god, yeah, I built way too many. Rendezvous over here, please. Thank you very much. All right. You know, oh, hello. Yeah, you can be hired. If I was really on brand, I would, well, I would name one of the ships, but maybe I'll name the fleet the Stinky Poos. In the Smoggies, their ship is the SS Stinky Poo. Because it's for kids, and that's hilarious. As far as I know, a lot of those cartoon episodes are still on YouTube, too. You know, I don't know. It probably doesn't hold up too much. Although, if you have kids, maybe you can show them those. You know? I keep clicking here because I keep seeing the unemployment. Oh, you don't have a governor. Well, let's fix that right away. You know, I'll just... Well, you're quite a bit older. I like the lifespan because I want them to live a long time. I guess I'll just grab this governor. The important thing is to have a governor because as they get ranks, they just give you good bonuses in general. In my opinion, that's more important than... Sorry, there we go. Trying to complete my thought. In my opinion, that's more important than stressing about having the perfect trait. Although obviously some traits are going to be more useful than others. Oh, I want to... Ooh, battleship. Ooh, I want to go to the Citadel tech because I want to get mega construction. One of the systems I took over... Yeah, right over here. This is someone with a ring world origin. And I would love to assemble the rest of the Ruin Ring segments. So I need mega construction for that. which the Citadel tech, I believe, leads to. On the other hand, battleships, how do you turn that down? Especially since I have picked up all the hangar tech, so we could have carrier battleships, which are going to be god tier right now. Like in the later game, as everyone else gets up in the higher level techs, the artillery battleships kind of become king. But right now, when there's still going to be a mix of different sizes, and before people have done all the repeated upgrades, the hangar ships are so good. Oh, Torn. I'm going to grab Citadel, just because we do have the ring sections. We're going to work towards finishing habit adaptability. Again, yeah, I don't think my my tradition picks were optimized in any way, but I was trying to roleplay. Okay, that's 210 strength. Also, let's get... There we go. I still had a general, because from the previous war, I had a transport fleet. I still had a general from that. I think the war will just end when I take this planet. They're not going to have anything left. I don't think I even have to go and conquer everything. Well, we'll see. Oh, yeah, now. Oh, that's quite strong. There's a good chance... Well, I should at least... Well, I'll queue up the land. What was your armies? Oh, yeah, no. Oh, there we go. We're going to be able to take that over very quickly. Blood for the toxic god. Toxins for the toxin god. The stinky fleet. I mean, it's like, you know in Firefly, you know how, like, the Reaper ships, like, they have the uncontained cores or whatever they call it, and they're just, like, belching all this toxic fume behind it? To me, that's what these ships are doing. I am using the toxic ship design. I feel, here, Paradox, if you're listening, I want more stinky pew-pew that comes off my ships. Ooh, we can upgrade the base building over here. Thank you very much. All right, you're running around there. Transport fleet is there. Huh. All right. I guess maybe because I got claims on everything, I guess maybe they do need to... Because the surrender rule... Oh yeah, there's not much left. I can status quo and I grab everything, but yeah, with the surrender, because I am demanding some systems that I haven't occupied yet, because I've demanded all the systems. Ooh, gene modification. Yes, please. I definitely want to go down that branch. That's a for sure. I got all these transports. I've got a pretty powerful fleet. I'm curious if I take a look at some of my other neighbors. Oh, yeah, these are isolationists. Wait, do I have contact with anyone else? There's marauders over here. I actually might not be able to do much else. Huh. Alright, maybe I will disband my transports. I'll wait until the war's over. Oh, the animatic cache has gone away. That is a shame, because it gives you a science boost. Where it is.
Has been surveyed.
Now, Coral Island. Coral. Yeah, eventually we rendered into a world. There will be an event that happens. And then, the first time it happened, I got a... Maybe I should... could reload that saved from way back then. The first time it happened, I got a decision and a progress bar. I had the option of fighting against it or not. We will need more jobs here. Now, first of all, I can go and put down some more industrial districts. That also adds some housing, but that seems okay. I kind of think... Now, we already have the... Oh, no, I don't have the alloy thing. Because I'm going to do alloy foundry, and I think civilian industries. We're doing a generic industrial world over here. We could have it specialized to specifically... alloys or civilian consumer goods. A lot of times I will specialize into alloys, although because we specifically have artisans, I don't think I want to not use the alloys. I think that seems fairly smart. Over here, yeah, you're still developing. You're going to be okay. I could actually trash the research lab and have more people just work on... Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get those, and I will trash this research lab. Your job is not... I guess I could have done a replace, but you still have some job slots. This is what you're going to focus on. We're going to migrate these districts over as well. Victory! We took over everything. And there we go. The Smoggies territory is expanded. Well, I still have to go and boop these guys. Although I'm not sure the fleet is going to be quite strong enough for that. Especially since, maybe it's time for a redesign. Because, yeah, I'm just running these disruptors. I don't think the disruptors will do the job against the Crystal Guardians here. Oh, if only I was researching battleships. I could switch everyone over to lasers. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll just queue up the upgrade. That's going to be to the new shield system. That's going to be fine. And I'll just have the transports. You know what? Yeah, go to the capital, the Tot-Sun capital. Shout out to the Sun Tots from the Smoggies. I'll just have them center over there for now. That's going to be okay. And yeah, overall, a bunch of my ships are kind of idle. I really should be doing more with them. But I was trying to, like, advance stories and things like that, if and we could. Oh yeah, I should really start spamming out habitats too. As the Kniggets, as our origin here, the Knights of the Toxic God, we started with a habitat in our home system, and it started not with the habitat tech unlocked. Like, it didn't start with it researched, but it started in the list of things that we were guaranteed to have. So, like, for sure, I was able to research the habitat stuff early. I think I kind of like the idea of doing that, especially if, you know what we can do? We can build habitats around these science planets, and that will be really good because we could have them be specialized in science. Did that go? Maybe I didn't click right. Oop, no, I want to do the relays. There we go. The relays are probably an excellent idea, but let's get the habitats going. That would be a mining specialized place. Would this be an energy specialized place? That's not a bad thing. I mean, all the specialized habitats are pretty strong. Part of me is wondering if I should maybe focus on the science ones, although I will need to increase my consumer goods production if I am going to hyper-focus on our science production, because they will eat a lot of consumer goods here. Oh, you have legitimate unemployment on this planet. This... Okay, this is clearly one that I have conquered, because I would not really build one of these. I don't even know if we need the crystals, per se. I would not build this many hollow theaters. We are going to need a couple of breadbasket worlds, although right now food production is huge. All of my star bases have the hydroponics thing. I don't normally do that, and maybe I should. I feel like the hydroponics labs on star bases. Oh, speaking of which, I also inherited a bunch. I forgot about that. I'm going to downgrade you, because yeah, we're over our limit, only by 1, so it's going to be fixed now. But I might want to get rid of some of these others. Like, this isn't in a place that I terribly need. It's not around a planet. Yeah, I don't want you to consume some of my starbase capacity. This one here is in orbit around a planet. So first of all, I'm just going to make sure the trade route is properly going to our capital. Thank you. Oh, I could hit the back button there. Wait, it's not always there. Did they add that? Oh. Click to return to the station. Oh, it didn't do that. I do want to keep a space station here for sure, because it's around a planet. Or I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to want to add a deep space black site just for, like, social ideology stuff. Do we do the anchorage? Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to swap these for hangar base right now. In fact, we might just spam a ton of hangar base to reach over here. What's my starbase capacity now? I might add a starbase here. I haven't decided. You know, I can probably add one here. That seems like an okay place. We'll do that. And I want lots of hangar base for some anti-piracy stuff. Some of these places actually generate tons of trade. This is a spot I did take over from someone, and they had a huge amount of commercial zones, and I was like, you know what? I'll leave it there. But yeah, I am overproducing food. Sure, I'll do that. That's fine. I could also put some star bases around some of these exclaves, or enclaves, because they can use some decent stuff. Sure. We'll be friends with some people. I can activate this again. Make another Gaian world. So funny. So, first of all, I don't want frontier districts. I want all my districts to have governors. Oh, righteous is quite handy for crime control. And you also need to be sectorized and governized. When in doubt, go for, like, the younger age, because they're going to be around longer. We could make a bureaucratic world. It might not be a bad idea, actually. So is it you? So Grunner Prime, which is over here, is actually a great mining candidate. But I could use the building slots for bureaucrats. Okay, so you're going to be growing. I mean, we're making a decent amount of minerals, but we are going to be converting more and more into alloys and commercial goods. Let me get 3 mining districts. queued up. And I'll also go and remove these various runes. Just because I can, and then later on it's going to be out of the way. Are you... Yeah, you are legitimately... Oh, yes, that's right. I was going to start here. Urban world, desert world. I don't need you to be a farming planet. Maybe I'm just going to make you a big industrial world. Let me replace 2 of the hollow theaters. Actually, if I don't already have it... no, you do have a robot assembly plant. That's good. I'll do a gene clinic. It might not be super relevant. People have done math for different things and different sizes, but I'll build it anyway. That's going to be okay. I'm going to replace this hollow theater here with the coordinate fulfillment center. And then, yeah, we're going to get some extra industrial zones set up on that planet. Okay. Beautiful. Coral Island here. Yeah, you still got this going on. We've got this. Eventually it'll be rendered into a tomb world. I love the idea of going Gaian to tomb. It's just so rude. It's just the principle of the thing is so awful. But I love this theme. And so, yeah, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to continuously expand. That's the reason I took militaristic. It's not that my people are bloodthirsty. They are resource thirsty, is the way I was thinking about it. Even though I'm not fanatic militarist, or sorry, I'm not fanatic materialist is what I meant to say. But to me, this fanatic militarism is just more materialism. I'm a militarist because I want to take more territory to exploit more territory. And my goal is, even though I'm not like, I'm not one of the devouring swarms or anything like that, my goal is almost to play in that kind of style. Because I do want to keep warring over all the things, absorbing all the planets, adding all the resources to my empire, and then continuously turning everything into tomb worlds. Because it's hilarious. The Smoggies! Folks, that brings us to the end of this video. This was a one-shot sponsored video for Stellaris featuring the Toxoids DLC. I do plan on doing some more Stellaris, hopefully very soon. It's very complicated right now because Paradox is putting out a ton of stuff all at the same time, and so I'm having to choose between the EU4 expansion, the Hearts of Iron 4 expansion, the Stellaris stuff, as well as Vicky 3 is right around the corner as well. It's so hard to prioritize which I'm going to play. Let me know in the comments about your interest level for various things. That'll be a big part of trying to weigh what we do next over here. We could even continue the Stellaris Let's Play. Even though you guys didn't see the beginning of it, it might be fun to continue the Smoggies as well. We'll see. But again, this particular video was sponsored by Paradox. Thank you very much to them for doing that. And again, check the description box down below for more information about this DLC, as well as where you can pick it up. Thanks a lot, folks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.